Greetings, viewers, and welcome back. It's Replay Tuesday once again. Red Rupee here, alongside my favorite co-caster, Deckard. How you doing?
That is my name. Don't you forget it.
We're on Mind the Gap. We've got two new players for you tonight. On the blue side, Sgt.Sebbo. On the red, Meisterbrau.
Yes, and it looks like we've got First Blood, Total Vision, and Alpha Strike, so maybe some early pressure to catch somebody off guard for that First Blood point.
I love baiting First Blood over the jump pads.
Ooh, yes, that's always
on
fun.
Mind the Gap, always good. But let's see, we got a pair of tanks. Ooh, an interesting build on Warhead here.
Yeah, Black Hole Shell, which is awesome for pulling in auto attacks, aiming at everyone else in range of your Black Hole Shell. Ooh, Scatter Laser and Nanite Ray versus Cloning Laser.
Oh, we've got
Rockets.
Nanite Wall as
and
well.
Nanite Wall.
This could be an interesting matchup. And was that Conductive Spike, or was that, let's see what that is. Let's get rid of this fog real quick. Conductive Spike? Yes, it is. So it's the stun instead of the chain lightning that we normally see with the shock prod in that particular spot. But getting started, it looks like fairly standard. Going out onto the map, 2 rigs up top, 1 down bottom, getting that tower. Meanwhile, we've got Meisterbrau spread all over the place on 2 hives, and then putting pressure on this vision tower over here. It looks like Recon's going for some early aggression here, looking for a squishy target, and he sure found one. Cortex already down to half health.
Yes, and Sebbo is getting his other vision tower right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he jumped over the gap to grab that northern east vision tower as well to put a little extra pressure at the northern part. Uh-oh.
Recon in a bit of trouble. A couple more shots could be an easy point for Meisterbrau, but it looks like Recon's going to hop over that gap and escape. Meisterbrau's not concerned. Heads back over.
Sebbo definitely did jump across the gap, and he is going to put pressure up there. Take a little bit of workers with him for those XP.
Sebbo's doing a good job harassing, but his farming's a little to be desired. He's still a little behind on level right now. If you're going to get over with a rig on that side of the map, you really want to make sure you're on top of your back-end micro, too, to keep those levels up with your opponent. But as it stands, first point goes on the field for Meisterbrau. Warhead already level 3. Don't often see the points go into the tank right away, but I guess he's going for that grav engine.
Up, and here comes Sebbo coming back with 2 rigs, trying to take that vision tower. But it's not going to do him any good because Meisterbrau's already up top getting his vision tower back. Recon's in trouble. He's going to get killed real soon.
Oh my gosh, First Blood goes down right there. Got a little too greedy. A lot of folks forget how potent that pulse cannon stun can be. That's just a point-and-click stun, a couple seconds, and your rig's going to be unanswerable there. That, Nanite Wall was just a little too far forward to block the vision tower there.
Yeah, and Meisterbrau giving a little bit of BM, well, cute BM with a little thank you up there. And yeah, a lot of people we don't have a lot of gear long range on tanks. So people are definitely not used to pulse cannons with that ranged ability. And on top of that, how much damage that one shot will do.
Yeah, normally you can kind of kite around pretty easily with gunners, but those pulse cannon shots will still land from time to time, so gotta be tricky there. Cortex still sitting at level 1 along with Vanguard. All the points going into that tank to get started here.
Meisterbrau starting to put his own pressure on the vision tower game, but that will be thwarted quite soon. I don't know if Pandora can stand it, though.
Needs to drop that second cloning laser there. I'm not sure what he's... Okay, there we go. She was waiting for recon support, I suppose. Now we've got damage pumping out. It's a little too far back, though. If they stood on this back area here...
Cortex is in trouble.
Oh, Recon wants that kill. He boosts in. He's going to get it no problem. I'm surprised we didn't even see Vice cancel the upload there and drop pulverizers to try to lock down that Vanguard. Nice leading the target on those rockets. Might get a second kill out of this. Vanguard's running away, but Recon's closing. That last shot lands the double kill. Recon had the movement available.
Now, if Meisterbrau, if Sebbo knows what he's doing, he should use this as a chance to take total vision because
I think that's what's going on. Pandora's heading out there. The power play is definitely in the hands of Sgt.Sebbo.
But right here at the Southern Vision Tower, Sebbo's got to get out of there because he will not go toe-to-toe with that tank.
Yeah, I'm surprised Vice isn't coming down here to try to lock down these 2 kills. As it stands, he's stalled for enough time that he does have a second rig on the field. It's only Cortex.
And I'm also surprised Sebbo didn't come up and grab that other vision tower. He really lost his chance there to get total vision.
Yeah, I think he kind of maybe thought that Pandora would capture it on the walk through, but you do have to maybe click a couple waypoints on the vision tower. Shift click across that, maybe just 1, 2, 3. and then move on to the next tower if you want to have to not really worry about the micros. Trying to steal some alphas over here as Alpha Strike is on the objective board, but Vice, I don't think Vice is going to be able to do it. He can take a lot of beating, but he's awfully low.
He'll clear the... he
didn't even
canceled
wait.
the full pulverizer ability. That's a shame. He could have taken those workers and I think the soldiers and then gotten out of there safely, but he didn't want to take the risk.
Those workers finally going down there on that southwestern vision tower. Recon's been jumping over here constantly. It hasn't worked out for him the past couple of times, but he is relentless apparently. Very stubborn, this gunner. Perhaps a little overly confident because this time around he's getting launched back again. The pulse,
the pulse
stun comes
ability.
in. Oh man!
Oh no!
Vanguard actually boosted too far forward, hit that jump pad prematurely, dodges the rockets just narrowly, and both gunners deciding maybe we'll just hang back.
I love how Meisterbrau took the opportunity to use the jump pad ahead of his opponent after the opponent was stunned. After Recon was stunned, he used the jump pad, jumped across, prepared for the escape from Recon, and I really like that.
Yeah, it was a good bit of little foresight there. Unfortunately, a little bit on the other side. Sebbo left that core way out, stranded on the far side. Recon's going to pick that up right now, while Cortex does a bit of farming on the east, and this level 1 hive, the last level 1 hive, finally going down here. I think that's actually going to put Sebbo a bit in the lead as far as the farming game goes for that Alpha Strike objective.
Yeah, still 2-3 at 9.5 minutes left. It's about to be 3-3. I don't see any pressure coming at the uplink to counter Sebbo's uplink. But we've got a more vision tower pressure from Meisterbrau, but he forgot to queue up his click into the vision tower, wasting precious seconds. Nanite Wall going down to protect the uplink area during that upload.
Yeah, we haven't seen Nanite Wall really used in a team fight yet. I really want to see a nice Nanite Wall land where it splits maybe 1 or 2 of the rigs between the others.
Yeah.
Of course, Dino Vortex can actually pull rigs through that wall, so it could actually be used in disadvantage. Recon right on top of everything.
Recon getting out of there with a boost after his conductive spike stun.
Yeah, conductive spike and combat rush really almost guarantee that your gunner can get out of there.
And with boost on top of that.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. See, we see Nanite Wall. I'm not sure what the purpose of Nanite Wall going down there was, but hopefully, I mean, it has a relatively low cooldown, so hopefully he'll have it available for any upcoming team fights. But see, this right here, I feel like he's going to be able to drop a turret, and then he could slap a wall right here.
Yeah.
And that could almost certainly mean Cortex's death. But as it stands right now, Pandora trying to maneuver around, afraid of that pulse cannon, and rightfully so. A stun there would have been it for her. She is quite frail.
Here comes Vice with the slow, but that cloning laser didn't have the range to keep attacking.
Yeah, a bit of missed micro. Recon was just kind of hanging down on that southern tower there for the majority of what was going on. Hopping back over once again. So much use of the jump pads in this game. 5-4, about to be even up though, and Warhead, as always, down here to pester Recon.
Look at this back and forth between vision towers. It's gone 3 blue, 1 red, 3 red, 1 blue. They are hungry for those vision tower points.
This level 3 Warhead standing strong against this gunner actually, and
Especially
the stun goes down!
No!
Combined with the scatter laser, that burst damage took out Recon while that stun was on cooldown.
I really like the support from Meisterbrau in that moment. He came in with Nanite Ray, healed his tank up, then his Vanguard came in to bring in restorative downlink for that extra bit of health. Recon had no chance at that point. That was great.
That was almost a perfect Nanite Wall, but he left just a little gap on the north side there, allowing that Vanguard to slip away.
Pandora not moving, gotta get out of there, too weak to take those hits. Booster coming in after Pandora. She's going the wrong way.
She's trying to buy some time, I think. Oh, man.
Oh, she's got Blink out of there. Okay.
No, she had her Blink available. I think she was trying to buy some time to get that cloning laser out. She does finally get it on the field. Vanguard's making short work of it, though, and Vice is stranded out there without any support. Where is that Recon? He's sitting back at base, unable to do anything. If Warhead has his stun, 4 seconds, just barely enough time to allow Vice to escape back to that dropship. Rockets coming in.
Dodged by Cortex.
Quick on the reaction there, allowing that Cortex to survive and continue the uplink. Keep the score.
But look at that. Total
Vision's
Vision's about to get stolen. Right there, Meisterbrau took advantage of that team fight distraction.
Yeah, he was really putting on some pressure with just a couple rigs. Had someone on the uplink and someone hitting vision towers at the same time. Now we see Warhead stranded out here, but he's still focused on Cortex. He should have just gunned down Warhead. There were a precious couple seconds there. Recon now on the back foot. Let's see. Oh, the guns misfired. He should have fired lead your targets with those AoE attacks, friends. Vanguard fired completely the wrong direction. If that scatter laser had landed, Recon would be down, and it would be a 2-2 match instead of a 2-3 right now. Oh, and again, these nanite walls have been questionable, to say the least. I'm not sure. Maybe Pandora's a double agent right now.
6 to 8, 5.5 minutes remaining. Still anyone's game, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean,
Pandora going down.
Oh. Yeah, neither player's been farming particularly hard. Alpha Strike's not really even in the game yet, with only 5 minutes remaining. Two Alphas down for both sides.
Oh! That was a great hit from afar, but not going to take him out, but definitely going to send him home back to heal.
Yeah, I mean, he could steal some cores here, but I honestly think with Alpha Strike being a potential threat here, I wouldn't even want to kill this level 2 hive. I'd want to let my opponent do it. Try to distract and force some plays. I mean, he definitely needs to get his own vision towers back so he can start farming without getting harassed.
Yeah, and he does have his three hives sitting there waiting on the west side.
He's got 2 level 3s and 1 level 2, so he could easily maybe steal an alpha or 2 from this side of the map and lock down the Alpha Strike pretty easily. But neither sides, they've been so all over the place that they haven't really been farming much. So they have to get on top of that farm.
They definitely just had that the bloodlust for that total vision. It can be very distracting.
Yeah, total vision's one of the only objectives that doesn't have a kind of side bonus to it. You're not farming, you're not getting kills. If you invest a lot of time in total vision and don't get anything out of it, it puts you on the back foot pretty far. But Sgt.Sebbo's been doing pretty all right. He's ahead about a full level in XP, and maybe about to be a level and a half here shortly if he goes ahead and clears out this other level 3 hive. But he's sitting on plenty of cores now while his opponent starts farming his back line. Now would be a perfect time to start uploading and try to close that score gap while he continues to put some pressure on Alpha Strike.
Yeah, and a bit of a misclick there. His Pandora missed that core. She had to go back and spend some time. I don't know why his Vice is still in base. Finally, he's coming out to the uplink.
Yeah, if I were to guess, I think this is probably a bit more of a mid-level game, so there's a bit of drop micro, a bit minor improvements that can be made just to basic play principles.
Which is still makes for an excellent cast, because then we can give our best advice and let players watching, players of all skill levels watch and learn and see if they make the same mistakes and what they can do to improve on that as well.
Definitely. I don't disagree with that at
Recon
all.
stranded out here, not sure he knows where he's going. 3 against 1, stun going down. Nanite Wall trying to break him out of there, but he's going to escape.
Wow, the Nanite Wall actually saved his life there, I'm pretty sure. It stopped the pursuit. Vanguard coming in narrowly, avoiding that kill. And now Vice just sitting out here, putting down the pulverizers, just trying to stall at the uplink for a little bit. Don't want to lose that advantage that he's fought or not that advantage, but just keeping the game even at this stage.
And you can see Meisterbrau's glowing Dino Vortex. I'm sorry, there we go. The Dino Vortex is there, but he hasn't used Black Hole Shell at all in this game.
I don't think there's been a big team fight with all 6 rigs, honestly. I think it's kind of been little scuffles here back and forth between 2 rigs while 1 or 2 others farm. So really, what he wants to do, this would be a perfect time. If he clears this level 3 hive, he'll have 6 cores out here to really... Oh man, Orbital Strike coming in from Recon. Cortex takes it, no big deal. Kept it right between the other 2 rigs, so that wasn't too bad.
And this is another example of, that was a close one. Another example of mid-level play. You see a gear like Black Hole Shell chosen and not used at all in the last 13 minutes. You really want to make sure you maximize what gear you've chosen and how you're going to use them.
I really want Pandora to be saving those nanite walls for battles in this uplink area because it's so easy to lock rigs out or mess with pathing and escapes when you're in that kind of choked area. Either that or like up here by the vision towers where there's only a couple escapes. Whichever direction your opponent goes, you can kind of block that exit. There we go, perfect. Never mind.
So close.
He's got all 3 rigs sitting on the uplink here. What I'd want to see is have 1 rig on the uplink, the other 2 rigs drop their cores.
Rocket's going down, weakening Meisterbrau's team composition.
Cortex gets that emergency boost.
Pandora's real low. She's got to get out of there. I think Vanguard's going to boost in.
No, I think he should be fighting. I think Pandora should have fallen back, and Recon and Vice should have fought that battle. I don't think he should have fallen back from that at all. Cortex was perilously low. Vanguard was doing pretty rough herself. He had 2 healthy rigs. It was only Pandora that was low right there. I think she could have fallen back, maybe even just gotten out of sight and then come back in to drop a turret to support Vice and Recon.
50 seconds left, 12 to 12 with this uplink coming in.
Level 2 Hive still on the map, so Alpha Strike I don't think is going to come into this game.
Orbital Strike coming down again from Recon.
Just on a tank though. Oh man, almost walked that back to Cortex.
But Vanguard's going down for sure.
Yeah, just distracting with the Orbital Strike was enough to cause some trouble.
Ooh,
oh man, in case goes down. Oh,
there's
and there
that black
goes
hole
saving
shell.
Cortex's life. They can't take out Cortex. It allows him to kill that summoner, but it might be at the cost of Warhead's life.
Oh, what a great exchange. Oh no, where's Warhead
Vortex,
going?
You're crazy. Trying to prevent that final upload. Meisterbrau thought that he could maybe prevent that. I guess with 10 seconds left, he had no choice.
Yeah.
I realized that at the last moment, but I thought that was going to be an excellent escape for Cortex, dropping that capacity overload for the stun, but it was just a moment too slow. And the win goes to Sgt.Sebbo in the last few seconds of the game there.
What a exciting game for mid-level. It was, you know, a couple mistakes here and there, but very excellent play and a very exciting play.
Yeah, no, there were a lot of good ability combos throughout that match, and just some good examples of I mean, Pulse Cannon I feel like is rarely used anymore. It's not great for farming, but in team fights it's so useful, especially when you can pull a rig in with Grav Engine or Dino Vortex and then drop a stun right when a rig's in the middle of all 3 of your squad.
Yeah, really happy to finally see Black Hole Shell at the end of the match. It really swayed the tides? Swayed the tides?
Yeah, something like that.
That's some weird
It changed the momentum of the fight.
Changed the momentum of the fight, and someone who was going to go down ended up surviving. I wish I could have seen that Black Hole Shell throughout the entire game. I really liked that game.
Yeah, he still lost that match or still lost that team fight at the end, but it saved Cortex, bought some time, got him a kill. Like you said, if that were used earlier, in some instances it could have been tide turning.
Yeah.
Nanite Wall, again, we saw that used not to great effect, but I think that kind of showcases the potential that we could see if those walls land correctly. And it is one of the more difficult abilities to use because the way it's placed, it always does rotate
on the
its
tangent
position.
of the
exactly
the cast range.
So positioning your summoner with Nanite Wall is actually really important too.
Yeah, especially I can see this tactic in play was Nanite Wall, cloning laser, blink past the Nanite Wall to keep attacking after the nanite wall goes down. The idea was there, but it just wasn't executed because of those small little gaps between the nanite wall placements.
Yeah, I think maybe getting the tank up there to pulverize and maybe slow. There's a lot of potential there, but we still haven't quite seen a game where nanite wall's been executed really well and detrimental to the opposing team.
Definitely, you can tell by the graph, though, equal skill level on
lots
both
of back and
sides.
forth.
Whenever you see the graph without many gaps between them, you can get a good feel of their play styles between each other and their skill levels.
But anyways, I think that's it from us.
That's it from us, yes.
We'll see you guys Friday if you're watching now.
That's right. Make sure you watch the Twitch stream we have every Friday with internal development fights between our artists and our developers, our coders and QA team. One more announcement. The emergency evac mode that we mentioned last week has been extended for a 3rd week. So keep that in mind and stay tuned to the next update the week following. We'll have something special for you.
All right, that's it from us. This is Red Rupee.
This is Deckard.
Catch you guys next time.
See you, Belters.